What's going on, everybody? It's ShamefulPenguin here, back with another video. Today we're going to be going over the Reaper boss fight. Now I'm going to be explaining the mechanics of the fight so it can help you guys with defeating this boss. I didn't see that there were too many guides out there, so I wanted to help you guys out a little bit and just display what I've learned from doing this fight a few times with my guild. My gear isn't the best, so there are some of you out there that are probably fighting like a harder version of this, or that are like 2-manning or 3-manning this fight or whatever. But I wanted to show you guys what it's like fighting it as like a 5-6 man, and what we've learned from fighting this boss a few times. So the first mechanic I'm going to go over is probably the most important mechanic. It's his shade beam. So it's this giant AoE that he makes around himself, and he shoots out a beam that connects to everyone, does a little bit of damage. But the most important thing is that it creates shades, and for every about second a player is in his AoE, it will create an additional shade. So you want to have every member of your group get out of that beam as soon as possible to create less shades. Now you guys are all going to stack up on a area wherever you designate it. I highly suggest stacking up on top of the stairs, because if you guys end up wiping or whatever happening, you guys can just easily run away and de-aggro the boss. So once you guys do that, it's a pretty easy fight. Just AoE down all the shades, and then have your tank, once the shades are pretty much all gone, have your tank pull the boss towards the top of the arena. Now you want the boss to be away from your stack spot as far as possible, so we had our tank pull towards the top of the map so that the AoE of the shade beam would be furthest away from our spot, and so that any of the other mechanics that he would spawn would not end up on our stack spot. Now his next mechanic I'm going to go over is the projectile dot circle that he makes. I don't know the name of the skills. I was trying to look him up. I couldn't find any of the names. So what he does is he targets someone on the team that is not the tank, so doesn't have the current aggro, and he will channel a skill and shoot a projectile at someone, and it will create a dot ring around them, and it will be at their feet and it will not follow them, so make sure they run out as soon as possible. And it will constantly be there pretty much the entire fight. So if this fight lasts a while, there can be like 4 or 5 of these dot rings on the map, and it can be pretty annoying. So make sure that your ranged DPS has good positioning away from your stack spot, so that you don't have to worry about dealing with any of those circles. It's pretty easy to work out if all of your range has good positioning. So yeah, just make sure you're away from no one's standing on your stack spot at all times. Another mechanic that the Reaper does is a Cleave AoE. It is a giant half circle that's targeting the tank, and it's pretty big. It's a really slow channel, so it's really easy to dodge. If you are melee, just run behind him, because it's a half circle, so it won't hit behind him. And if you're ranged, just get out of the way. It does a lot of damage, so I would be careful of it, but it's a long channel. It's really easy to dodge, so I wouldn't worry too much about remembering this mechanic. Just dodge it like every other skill. And the last mechanic is his like diamond slash. He makes this really thin attack that will attack the tank, whoever has current aggro, and it will pretty much attack behind him too, because it's really long and narrow. Make sure you dodge this. If you are ranged, it will do a ton of damage. Tank has enough time to run out of the way, so I highly suggest the tank runs away from it. But it's a really easy, probably the easiest mechanic to deal with from the Reaper, in my opinion. But yeah, I just wanted to go over each of his mechanics so you guys know what to look out for when you're doing this fight. Now that's pretty much it for the guide I had. I didn't really want to make this too long of a video. There's not too much to talk about. These mechanics are pretty simple overall if you guys have a good understanding as a group, and you guys will get this fight done if you have enough DPS. Now I'm going to show you guys the full fight my guild and I had with the Reaper, our successful fight at least. We had quite a few attempts where we wiped, but I'm going to show you guys our successful attempt. It was pretty fun. I'm not really too high in gear. I'm a new player, but I wanted to make a guide because there were there's not really any other guides out there, and I wanted to just help some people out there that are wondering how to do this fight, that were struggling with it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
It's like if I use taunt while his active abilities are up, he just doesn't care.
Okay. Oh, stack.
The run first and you can use heal.
Alright, only 3. It's pretty easy. Alright. Good job.
Get away from the stairs so he doesn't fuck.
Yeah, now everyone's top side.
They already.
Top side, okay, top side.
Yeah. Stay out of
Now
Cleave.
that-
Stay out of Cleave. Alright. Continue.
I'm doing good. Just give me the callouts and I'll do a lot better.
Alright, stack. Everyone stack over here, on me. Good job. Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
it's fine. We got him. Wasn't a big deal. Alright. Continue
You have your
DPSing. Just don't
potions,
die.
remember to use them.
Use your potion when you need to.
If you
Just
need
don't
to.
die. If you're DPS, just focus on not dying versus max DPS.
Oh, that's
What?
so
How's
close.
that?
Alright, so how that works is that
Okay, I'm gonna heal Sky. I'm gonna heal Sky.
Keep going. Keep
He's so low, he's so low,
keep
he's so
DPS.
low.
Good job, guys.
Oh my
Let's
god,
go.
yeah.
Good job.
Nice.
You guys are awesome.
Alright. So I figured out how that works. That's really fucking confusing. The indicator doesn't tell you where you actually go. It doesn't right in front of him. And
Yeah.
it's that big.
So I recorded both of these raids, so I can upload both of them. We could like watch
Okay.
later. That was pretty cool. I mean, if anyone has a premium, they can open. I don't.
I won't
I'll open right now. 1.9 million.
That's pretty-
Holy shit.